30 million children eat a school lunch every day. Of those, 22 million are very poor. It's important for those kids to have access to healthy, fresh food at school because we learn most of our eating habits in childhood. An organization called the Farm to School Network has a movement to help. Anupama Joshi is the group's director. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Molly. Thanks for having me on.
Absolutely. It's always shocking to learn how many children in our country are hungry. So let's talk a little bit about the National Farm to School Network and exactly what you're doing to try to help.
The National Farm to School Network is really creating a movement where schools are serving local and regional products in the school cafeterias, school gardens are being set up, and food and farming education is happening in classrooms. And we believe that all of these three things together is really what is making a difference in kids' lives, because they're learning about food and they're also seeing the same food being served in the cafeteria, and they are liking it, they are tasting it, and they are they are developing a preference for it, and so they are eating more fruits and vegetables, and they are supporting the local farming community and the local economy as well. So it's really a win-win-win for farmers, for kids, and for communities.
It seems almost trendy these days, that expression farm to table, and we hear it, I feel like, most often in restaurants, but also maybe at home. You obviously see that there's a critical need to do true farm to table in our schools as well.
It is extremely important to get kids this message at an early age. 30.5 million kids eat school meals every day. So schools really have a huge opportunity, and I would say a responsibility, to teach kids about where their food is coming from through classroom-based education, provide opportunities for getting kids engaged in gardens, and serve the local and regional product in the cafeteria, because kids learn at school and take the message from school to their homes and also educate their parents. So schools have a huge opportunity to shape the way kids are thinking about food, how they're connecting about food, and really helping them develop, give them information that is developing them into healthy eaters for a lifetime.
So it's the month to celebrate Farm to School. Are there activities that you're doing along with this campaign to help get the message across to kids?
October is National Farm to School Month, and we are celebrating Farm to School throughout the month of October. There are lots of events and activities happening across the country. There are events like, or activities like Apple Crunch that is happening all across the country, and where kids are crunching into apples. Farmers are coming into classrooms to talk about different varieties of apples, and then kids are tasting apples as well. Again, getting kids to understand what farming is about by getting farmers in the classroom really gets them excited about the source of their food, gets them excited about the apples, and that they're crunching into the apples throughout the month of October and further.
I would think there would be some logistical issues with getting fresh produce into schools, and I know you're trying to keep that local connection. Are you partnering with certain other groups to try to help make this happen?
Certainly, this work is all about partnerships. So we are partnering with lots of different organizations across the country. We are partnering with food service companies like Chartwell's K-12. We are partnering with farming organizations. It is important that all of these players are playing a role in making sure that we are providing local and regional product into school cafeterias. So Chartwell's K-12 is really a food service company that is passionate about serving healthy meals in school cafeterias, but also teaching kids where their food is coming from through educational activities, and that is really important, because you can teach kids about food, but if you serve, if you don't serve the same food in the cafeteria, then they're not going to see the connection, and vice versa.
Absolutely. And where can people go for more information?
Folks can go to Farm to School Network's website, farmtoschool.org, where there are lots of resources to help you get started.
Wonderful. Great talking to you this morning. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
And now